Gonna be able to just mop up the rest of Schism's Marines here. Keep his Marine count down. That makes his Mutalisk even more effective. And Schism, kind of poor turret placement here. He's got a lot of turrets protecting his tech, but not really anything protecting his main mineral line. That might come back and bite him in the butt here in a second. Schism losing his army again, not to mention those 4 medics. Not going to have that many heals, especially for these Marines here. And that could be a mistake, not pulling those medics back, trying to save them. And now those Mutalisks have free reign over Schism's base. And here come the Mutalisks, like I mentioned. No turrets here behind the base, and those Mutalisks are just going to come in and just start picking off SCVs left, right, and center. Schism losing a lot of SCVs, and more Zerglings and Mutalisks massing up outside of Schism's base. Bunker did finish though with 3 Firebats and a Marine inside there. And Mo forced to pull back here because of his Marines, but look at that, great control. Sees a Marine out in the open, pulls back even just for a second just to pick that guy off. Now massing up, looks like he's going to go in for a push here and try to break the natural. I don't think he realizes that Bunker is full of Firebats though. That could cause a lot of problem for these Zerglings though. Schism though, keeping his Marines inside of his base to try to deal with Mutalisk harassment there. Gonna let these Mutals and these Zerglings just come right in. Unfortunately, for Mo, loses a lot of his Zergling force there. Won't be able to use them to press his advantage against these Marines, but he's ahead right now. He is ahead in terms of economy, just because he's been forcing these SCVs to travel back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Not to mention, look at this, while using his Mutalisk to just prevent these Marines from moving out to defend the SCVs, bringing these Zerglings in to try to get a few more SCV kills, and that's just hurting Schism, again pulling the SCVs off the mineral line here at the natural expansion. Not to mention, every SCV kill that Mo gets is just even better for him in terms of his economy. He's got decent drone saturation at his 2 bases. And he's actually got a lot of minerals saved up. He might be moving out to take a 3rd base here, or he just might put down another hatchery inside of his main base and try to just keep massing forces and just overrun Schism. One thing he can't do though is let Schism have a break. As you can see, Schism has had time to build up, a halfway decent Marine force here to try to combat Mo. And if you give Terrans even like a minute to recuperate, they'll have so many Marines and medics that your Mutalisks and Zerglings are just going to melt under such fire. And Mo has just been doing a great job just harassing Schism, harassing Marines, harassing the natural expansion, just doing his best just to keep the Terran forces inside his base and just force him to waste minerals on more SCVs, things like that, missile turrets, what have you. Not giving him a break at all. And Mo, with a decent-sized Mutalisk Zergling army here, and Schism not really moving out though. He's got to be careful. I mean, this choke will really work against Mo if he tries to move in. He's got to try to lure these Marines out, kind of into a more open area where he'll have a better chance of hitting them. Let's take a quick look at Mo's base, see if there's any tech. Hydroden up here. No lurker aspect going. Maybe it got researched when I wasn't looking. I don't know, but no, I don't see any Hydras building. Supply capped once again for Mo. And now taking his 3rd base. So he's going to be able to get this double gas, and that'll either... Oh, no, Mo coming in. And Schism might be able to hold this. He's killing a lot of Mutalisks and Zerglings here. No, not more Zerglings and more Mutalisks that weren't control groups moving in and mopping up, killing Schism's army for, what is this, the 4th time? And losing all those medics and those Marines. SCVs still coming out regardless to mine and do battle with the minerals here. Turrets coming up. Really not that many turrets. Not going to be able to deal too much damage to these mutas. Not to mention with the Zergling support. Schism is not going to be able to hold his natural expansion. You might want to just float that bad boy away. And I'm going to have to harp on Schism just a little bit. Not really using his comsat all that much. Has no idea what Mo is teching for. Has no idea what Mo, where Mo is expanding or anything like that. So if you're going to have the comsat, like that's the Terran map pack. If you're going to have a map pack, you might as well use it. But just letting the energy build up, not that great of an idea. And Schism going to lose that command center there. More Zerglings and Mutalisks forming up outside of Schism's natural expansion. And look at this Mo, not giving Schism any form of rest. moving in once again, trying to deal damage to the SCV line here. Just trying to hurt Schism's economy as much as possible. Accidentally running into this turret fire there, though. I don't think he had any idea that there were so many turrets located right there. Lost a few Mutalisks. And 1-1 upgrades for the Marines there. More Mutalisks and Zerglings coming in. Schism trying to pull back. It didn't pull back far enough, though. Zerglings and Mutalisks just completely surrounded his Marines. And Schism losing his army once again to the combined Zerg forces. The 1-1 upgrades are really helping him out. Unfortunately, he just does not have the economy to really produce the troops he needs. And he's still on 4 barracks right now. We're 14 minutes almost into the game. And at this time, and Schism, because he's not comm setting or anything, has no idea what Mo's going for. He has no idea what he's doing. And we see the Hydrogen there, and really still no Hydros being produced. Really, if Mo just even produces just like 3 Lurkers, come in with a combined Muta Zergling force, he could easily take out Schism's base, or just bring him up and around behind the mineral line, and then that's it. Game over for Schism. I mean, no factory, no starport, obviously, so Schism just will not be able to deal with any form, and no gas mining either, to deal with any form of Zerg tech. And I really have to commend Mo for staying at lair for so long. He sees that there's no factory, there's no tech on Schism's side. There's no need for him to try to keep up in terms of upgrades. He's doing fine harassing with these Mutalisks. So he's going to stay at lair, save the resources, save the gas, almost 1,000 gas. Save the gas for whatever tech choice he decides to go for later in the game. And just keep using his lair units to keep Schism contained in his base for now. And that 3rd base definitely going online. We'll probably be seeing this extractor being taken, this geyser taken soon. And then a lot of gas will be going to Mo, and then he can easily go a lot of Lurkers, or Ultra, nice job by Mo here looking for expansions. He got go all Lurker, Ultra Defiler Lurker, oh my, any kind of tech choice, and there'd be no way that Schism will be able to stop it. And like I mentioned, you give Terran like even a minute to recuperate. Look at all these Marines, and Schism actually has might be able to push out and do damage to Mo if Mo lets him. There are a lot of Zerglings and Mutalisks out and about, but if Schism plays it smart and doesn't get flanked, he might be able to take out Mo's army, or even try to go and hit the this expansion. I don't think Schism knows about it, though. He hasn't been using his ComSat, so it's doubtful that he knows that's there. So it looks like he's going to try to just go in and try to end the game and push right into Mo's base. Let's see what Mo has. He has Zerglings. He's got Mutalisks flying somewhere, and he's got Lurker eggs. So finally going for the Lurkers, using that Vespene gas. Evolution Chamber, no upgrades going for that, though. Is using that Vespene gas. Oh, those Mutalisks. And oh, that's great. I'm sorry I missed this, but that's just a pro right there. You probably saw a bunch of blood. So when a Terran moves out, he leaves his base open for a counterattack. Most Zerg, though, when they see a big giant Terran ball move out like this, though, they usually, let me pause for a sec, they usually just pull all their forces back for defense. Mo, though, very different, went around the Terran army and picked off all the reinforcements coming out of the barracks, forcing Schism to pull his army back, giving himself just a few more precious seconds for his Lurkers to finish. And now we can see those guys moving out, Mo falling back onto the high ground, ComSat going off there, Lurkers going down. Schism sees the Lurkers, doesn't want to move into that, gonna go for it anyways. Lurkers coming down, stemming, Lurkers going down. Oh, a lot of Marines being picked off by the combined Zergling Lurker Muta force there. While Schism did pick off a lot of Lurkers, it was not worth the risk. It was not worth the risk moving your army into something like that. He should have retreated back and around and try to force those Lurkers into an area where he could have easily picked them off one by one as they came down the ramp. But just attack moving into him like that, especially when you know there's a Muta Zergling force out there somewhere, not a good idea. And now Schism has definitely lost the game. He can't come back from this. How much ComSat does he have left? He's got 2 shots pretty much. Another 10 seconds, he'll have another ComSat. But there's, even if Mo attacks right now, just 1 Lurker and forces him to waste ComSat, he'll win. There's just no way that Schism can come back from this. And Wow, a lot of Marines being picked off by those lurkers there. There's no way that Schism can come back from this. And you can see Mo preparing for the final push. So hopefully Schism will do a little bit better in game 2. But this is over. There's no way Schism can win this. Not to mention with no factory or starport. Yeah. And the game is over. So going to be moving on to game 2. Let's get right to it.